Hey guys, this is Mike aka Ski Anywhere doing a review on the ELE 4K Action Camera with Wi-Fi. My first impression when taking it out of the box is it definitely seemed to be very sturdily built. It's not cheap plastic. It definitely feels like it would be able to take a beating, take a good tumble, if it hit a rock or something like that, and not just fall apart. If you look at the left side of the camera, you'll see two buttons. These are up and down buttons. These are used to navigate through the menu. While the touchscreen is a nice feature to have, it does use extra battery life. Personally, I think this is a better option. Once you get used to it, you'll see it's really all you need. So I took this footage in the Y shoots at Aspen Highlands. This is south facing and therefore it gets a lot of sun as you see here. I want to try to get the multiple aspects, sunny, shadow, and then if possible shadow to sun, so you could see how the camera is able to compensate for these conditions. For these shots, I was using a chest mount. One of the effects of using a chest mount is that your arm will sometimes go in front, which will block the sun. So here you can see how it compensates for that. On a random side note, you may notice the time is upside down. The reason for that is I actually filmed this all upside down, so I had to flip it all around after post-production. I tested the slow motion feature of this camera. This is filmed at 1080p at 60 frames per second. It also can do 720 at 120 frames per second. I did not test this feature though. As most people already know, GoPro kind of has the golden standard that everybody else measures up against and tries to compete against. So I did a comparison, the Action Camera versus the GoPro. The GoPro was mounted on my helmet, and the Action Camera was mounted on my chest. One major difference between the two is the microphone that's built in. Listen to the difference between the GoPro and the Action Camera here.
Yeah, this is good. Got my ski hung up. Yeah, this is good. Got my ski hung up.
Overall, I felt like this camera took pretty good footage. A couple small things though that I feel definitely need to get fixed in later editions. One, there was no audible beep. Like when I press the button on the top of the camera, it's supposed to give you an audible beep to let you know that's recording. It did not do that, and I went through the menu and it was enabled. So that's a glitch that will need to be worked out, maybe with future cameras or just the firmware. But that resulted in me having to ask people all the time if the camera was on, which turned out to be a pain a lot of the time. As far as positives for the Action Camera, I felt it did take very clear video. It was very easy to use out of the box, and there's not much of a learning curve to figure out how to set it up how you wanted it. As far as takeaways, I really don't like the blue hue that's natively associated with the video. This is something you can easily fix when editing your videos, but it's something you'll have to apply globally, and I think it's just a result of this camera not being tuned for snow. I think future releases, they should be a little bit more prepped so that the white balance is configured correctly.